Thank you for joining me for my presentation on influencing cultural responsiveness. I am going to be talking to you tonight about the Agency Lamar Area Hospice. This is a hospice in southeast Colorado that serves Kiowa, Powers, and the east end of Benton County. They serve clients who have been diagnosed with a terminal illness and have a prognosis of 6 months or less to live and have opted out of curative treatments. Through the analysis of the agency's staff, their policies, and the demographics which they serve, I have identified areas in which this agency can increase their access to hospice and palliative care within a diverse community. This presentation will explain the demographics in which they serve, discuss national trends in hospice and palliative care, and plan for the agency to follow for the purpose of becoming one that understands the diverse needs of their current and future patients and families. The organization serves a community of only 15,000 citizens of those in that Tri-County area. They are nonprofit, but they are able to bill Medicare and Medicaid and veterans and private insurances. They also provide service without regard to payer source should there be one that somebody that does not have a way to pay. Their staff consists of 4 full-time nurses, an administrator, a full-time social worker, several other full-time staff members, as well as CNAs, a chaplain, a part-time chaplain, and these are predominantly female staff members. They are on the upper end of salary, which puts them at a more privileged state. Their mission statement is to provide physical, emotional, spiritual care in the final phases of life, comfort the grieving, and educate the community about end-of-life care. As you can see from these graphs, the amount of women they serve is quite a bit different than the amount of men. They also serve a large percentage of 65 and over. The percentage of Caucasian or white that they serve is 78.3%. This was in 1 year. And the you can see the percentage in each of the counties in my graph. I'm going to start the dialogue with the administrator and present the information that I have found in this after studying their agency. And then I'm going to leave with her a self-assessment for her and the staff to complete before I meet with them again. The self-assessment is from the National Hospice Palliative Care Organization, and which the agency has available to them. And this will allow the staff to begin understanding what their identities are and begin to start the dialogue within themselves of their own possible privileged status. Through the next meeting, we will be discussing the 3 main goals that I have identified, and that is for the hospice agency to review the National Hospice and Palliative Care Organization standard of practice for hospice programs and compare the Lamar Hospice current standards and update those to include the inclusion and access information that is provided through NHPCO. Also to assess and implement education programs that are responsive to the needs of the population that this hospice serves. The agency already has access to an online education program called Relias, and they have ability there to have diversity training as well. Thank you for joining me.